Hi everyone, Tim Johnson here outside St John's as we're hoping to get back inside St John's for in-person services. Thank you so much to the wonderful response we had to the survey about returning to in-person services. 240 responses giving us answers about how you are feeling about getting back to in-person services. You can look at the full results of that survey by following the link in the description of this video. But the overwhelming response is that you are very, very keen to get back to in-person services. And the good news is that we're going to do that from the 7th of November. 8 a.m, 10 a.m, and 5 p.m. services starting on the 7th of November, which is wonderful that we can be back together to worship God. We're going to continue our digital service, of course, that will keep running each Sunday. And so there'll be 4 different gatherings on a Sunday, in-person and digital, to worship God together. So whether you're keen to come back or whether you're a bit hesitant at first, there'll be a way to keep connecting, hearing God's word, and being part of the community of faith here. Now, because of state government regulations, those services from the 7th of November have to be fully vaccinated church services. That's not our requirement, that's not really our desire about how we'd want to do things, but it is a requirement of our government that people have to be fully vaccinated to attend those services. Otherwise, we have to greatly constrict the numbers of who's able to come. Now, from your survey responses, we know that the vast majority of our congregation are fully vaccinated. 96% said we're fully vaccinated, 2% partly vaccinated, 2% not vaccinated. But we want those who are not fully vaccinated to know that you are a loved and vital part of our church community. We don't want you to be excluded. We want you to feel very much a loved and important part of our church family. And the challenge for those who are vaccinated is to make sure there's no sense of judgment or exclusion of others, but that we love each other in Jesus. So for those who aren't vaccinated, is there a way that we can gather together in homes to do the digital service together, to build in-person community using that digital resource, as we've been speaking about doing through home hubs and plan to do more of that in the future? The important thing is that we gather together in a variety of ways, that we keep loving and serving each other and helping each other to grow in Jesus. St John's Kids will be returning to in-person as well from the 7th of November. There'll be an in-person St John's Kids at our 10 o'clock service. Again, families said they're very keen to return. But we'll still have some digital resources as we have been doing in the digital service as well. So we're trying to cater for the vast number of people out there. We want everyone to feel loved and included. And if you've got any concerns or anything that you want to talk through, please don't hesitate to be in touch so that we can talk it through. We're going to keep monitoring it each week as government regulations change. This is a short-term approach for what we know now, and we're hoping that some of these requirements will only be very short-term and we can get back to much more normal ways of gathering for church as we have in the past. But we look forward to continuing to being a church together and to being back in person and seeing each other face to face.